Goodbye, Duncanville. Hello, somewhere else. Part 6? This is part 6 now. I think. I hope. Probably. We're in we're in Arkansas. We are in Arkansas. We have driven through Texas. I took a brief nap when we crossed over the border. So I could be dead and this could be hell, where I have to keep making these stupid videos. Yeah, probably drinking the worst cup of coffee that I've ever had. And I'm waiting on a flurry and some french fries.
Hold on, I think I gotta go back.
No hamburger?
I don't have straws.
Oh no.
I did get a spoon, but I'll get rid of this.
You're on television.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Barbara Ann, and this is Jesse Lee Peterson. Hello?
What's so funny?
You know what?
8706336 70636.
All percussion performed by Fred Thurman.
I thought he's very. Both him and Rex are wonderful young men.
Do you want to? They're not that much
so
younger
old.
than you.
I felt like the oldest person there.
You were not. Their parents were there. Their parents were there. His parent even was just like, "Hey, would you like me to get you a chair?" And you were just like, "Nah."
I didn't mean to be weird about not sitting in a chair.
But you were very weird.
All right, maybe I am. But I just wanted to say, I've been sitting a lot. And
No
I'm
thanks.
sitting-
I'll stand.
Yeah. I mean, that was very nice. Several gentlemen came up and said, "Can I get you a chair?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it."
And what else? What did Rex tell you about me?
Yes, he said I did a good job raising my son. To which I responded, "The jury is still out."
We are in
Tennessee.
the volunteer state. That's
Yay.
right, kids. We've went from one yippee-ki-yay, yaha, yee-hoo state to, oh no. Is that the Illuminati?
Well, it's Bass Pro Shop.
It's the
Ducks Unlimited.
Illuminati. We're not stopping in Memphis, but if you want my recommendations for what to do in Memphis, I highly recommend you go to the Shangri-La record store in town, if it, of course, is still open. Of course, we just found out that our favorite place to go in Nashville, Prince's, the original location of it, is down for the count because some fucking asshole, excuse my French again, but some fucking piece of shit fucking asshole cunt rammed their car into one of the buildings in that shopping center, and I guess caused some fire damage or something. And guess what? Now Prince's Chicken, the original location's closed, and the only open one is the super white one. Fuck that. And yes, before you ask, that is where we're going right now.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-40.
Well, we gotta get back to driving on I-40 for the rest of existence, so... Bye, Oh, wait, sorry, I zoomed it in. Bye, We're at Princess, the southern location, Princess Hot Chicken, south. This is 1/3 of order of 3 whole wings. Order that extra hot. So let's just break that bad boy apart. What do you think's the forecastle for today? I love puns, don't you? It's cold outside right now, 'cause it's early in the morning. God, I hate myself. So, there you go. That shows you how much time and dedication has been put in. But yeah, we've gone all the way from New Jersey to Texas, and now we're almost back.
Yep, almost home.
Almost. Under 4 hours, but we still have a lot of ground to cover before we're really, back to the Wonderland that is the Garden State, New Jersey, the capital of corruption, the Soprano State, the pork roll, egg, and cheese, if you please, state. Born in the New Jersey state.
We got the picture.
Mr. State Trooper. Another song by Bruce Springsteen.
Should we go to the Welcome Center?
But what would they welcome us to?
West Virginia.
I mean, this is in New Jersey, so.
I love these signs, like West Virginia, wild and wonderful. Maryland was kind of boring. Pennsylvania says pursue your happiness. So I'm going to pursue my happiness and just go 90 miles an hour.
Cool.
Okay.
And are we very
so
close?
it means I'm going to take out a map of the United States and recount all
Welcome
the
to New
river.
Jersey.
Yay!
We did it!
Yay!
We did it!
Yeah, we're home.
Well, that's been fun.
It's only 24 hours
Code.
to drive from Austin. That's not that bad, right? It's actually
5,000 years of culture.
What are you doing?
5,000 years of culture. It was only 25 hours, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this wraps up part 7, I think. Is this 8? I don't even know anymore. What am I doing?
Back to reality.
Ah! I hate reality. I hate it so much. It's St. Patrick's Day. I have Spanish tomorrow. Made it back from Texas. This is the coda of the video. Not going to go through every single thing that I bought, but quick rundown. Picked up 2 minis of Joseph Magnus for 2 friends of mine. Picked up a mini of Bunnahabhain 12 to finally give it a try. A mini of Belle Meade, just the normal sour mash bourbon that they source, to compare to a 3-pack of the Madeira, Sherry, and Cognac finish varieties, and a mini of the Balcones Texas single malt whiskey to compare to the other finishes from Balcones that I have now, including a port finish, sherry finish, and a rum finish. Picked up from Nelson's Greenbrier, who are responsible for Belle Meade. I picked up the Nelson's First 108, which I believe is it's a single barrel, but I believe it might also be barrel proof from their first run of self-distilling, and it is bottled at 62.15% alcohol, or 124.3 proof, bottle number 78. Excited to try this out, having tried the non-barrel proof variety of their first run. I also got from Garrison Brothers a few things, including Estacado, which is a port finish variety, I believe, but I could be wrong. And also the Balmaria, but I picked up the Estacado from the distillery itself. Picked up the Balcones products, the 2 rum cask finished single malts bottled at cask strength, and then a rye cask strength product from the distillery itself. I picked up from a store the sherry and port finish. Now, if you can't tell, I'm very tired. I think I'm just going to do a top 3 things that I picked up with some honorable mentions, which I've sort of laid out here. I went to the Fort Nelson location of Michter's and picked up some exciting things. They had just put out the 10-year-old version of their rye, and just going to try and find a good place to put the camera without being a total jackass, although that is nigh impossible when your name is Jeffrey Patron. You know, much like the goal of the goal of this trip, we're going to bottle everything in this video at cask strength, unfiltered, no cuts. We're going to keep it as raw as possible. I think I have a good angle here. So, they just put out the 10-year-old version of their rye and their bourbon. I picked up a bottle of each, but I'm most excited to break into the 10-year-old bourbon. Single barrel. I believe I was accidentally served this once at a bar and not charged the price for it. But yeah, that was interesting. But I could be entirely wrong. Next up, for a Buffalo Trace themed tasting that I'm doing later this month, I picked up a bottle of the Wheated Mash White Dog, primarily to show a progression of the Weller lineup, all the way from the mash to William LaRue Weller. And I feel like this is a good thing to have to properly do that. I picked up 2 small boys, which I'm not exactly excited to try. I think both of these could be quite awful, but I do like the matching styles of them to a degree to where I want to mention it now. A J. Reiger's Extra Fine Kansas City whiskey, which I don't know if it's actually produced in Kansas City, distilled in Kansas City or not. It does say blended, and it does say rectified, so I believe it is sourced from somewhere, but I just don't know where. Ranger Creek 36 Texas bourbon whiskey, and a small bottle of that as well. Moving on, I found a store pick for one of my favorite products that happens to be sourced, Treaty Oak Red-Handed Bourbon Whiskey, and it is a special blend, specifically, I believe, for at least one, maybe all of the Texas Total Wines, and it is made up of whiskey from Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee, and they even tell you, and this is the reason why I was even more intrigued by this than the product they are producing currently, their Ghost Still Bourbon, even though I've heard great ththings about that. It features a 2-year-old Kentucky whiskey, a 4-year-old Virginia whiskey, a 2-year-old bourbon, 4-year-old, all All the whiskey in this blend is bourbon. The one from Kentucky is 2 years old, the one from Virginia is 4 years old, and the one from Tennessee is 13 years old, and bottled in Dripping Springs, Texas. I've heard great things about them, though I did not stop by this particular distillery. Next up, to finish off this little segment of the video, a thing I've seen quite a bit, but I've never been able to get my hands on a bottle of, Wathen's Barrel Proof, selected for the state of Kansas. So that's very exciting. So I'm going to grab the camera and head back to the filming location. So, just a quick rundown of the trip. We started in New Jersey. We went all the way out to, in the first night, Morgantown, West Virginia. Then the second day, we went to Lexington, Kentucky, and from there we headed to Louisville, where we stayed that night. From there, from there we spent a good portion of the next day in Louisville, before we started to drive down, not really down, but drive west to Kansas City. While we were in Kansas City, I shot a video with my good friends at Geekvolution, James Logan Williamson, and attended a screening party for X-Men The Last Stand, which is not a good movie in any sense of the word. But I think I'm going to film this again later and just cut it so you won't even notice.